Good afternoon. Topping 7 News at noon, a bizarre series of events on Grand Island. A domestic dispute has left one man dead, and police found bomb-making materials in his home. We have live team coverage for you this noon. Laura Gray will have the night's events, but we begin first with Jennifer Stanonis. She's live in downtown Buffalo with the latest from a news conference that just wrapped up. Jen?
Yeah, those latest details from the news conference are many, but they may have been planting the shooter that was involved in the shooting last night. There may have been planning involved by him, who apparently may have been drunk, or that may have been drinking a large dose of alcohol before he went after his ex-girlfriend and fired shots at her last night. They recently broke up on Monday. We also know the shooter is 30-year-old Thomas Dodge from Niagara Falls, and bomb squads found several weapons at the alleged shooter's house, including 10 pipe bombs and 2 rifles. Police checked Dodge's house after police found him shooting at his girlfriend, who we found out is Tammy Trotnow. She was hit. A deputy on the scene, Thomas Meredith, with the Erie County Sheriff's Department, fired at the shooter and killed him. He found 2 pipe bombs on the shooter. Police say that the deputy did what he was trained to do in that situation, but they are still investigating.
The woman then fled to the front porch of a nearby residence and was attempting to gain entry into that residence. The man was immediately behind her, still with the gun in his hand, still firing the gun at the woman. At that point in time, the deputy fired his gun again, striking and killing the individual.
The deputy is scheduled to come back to work next week. Many details in this case. Will continue to update you on this. We're live in downtown Buffalo. Jennifer Stanonis, 7 News.
Thank you, Jen. Again, we just learned that the shooter was apparently 30-year-old Thomas Dodge. We have more live team coverage now. 7 News reporter Laura Gray, she's been on the story all morning. She joins us now with the latest details. Laura.
Well, here's what we know about Thomas Dodge. Dodge had a police history of battling with a different ex-girlfriend, but people who knew him believed that that was over. He also had a large cache of weapons, including more than a dozen pipe bombs. It started out as a suicide call, 10:30 Wednesday night on Crescent Road in Grand Island. But instead, a sheriff's deputy found 30-year-old Thomas Dodge chasing his former girlfriend down the street with a gun, shooting the woman at least once.
He was continuing to shoot at the girl he was chasing. Our officer again ordered him to drop the gun. He did not. He turned toward our officer with a loaded weapon, and our officer discharged his firearm and killed the suspect.
Then a deputy made a shocking discovery, a live pipe bomb. Neighbors were evacuated while it was removed. Then early this morning in Niagara Falls, police searched the man's Buffalo Avenue apartment.
They were looking for anything to indicate possibly the motives for his actions, and based on the weapons they found on Grand Island, to determine if there were any more.
Police found 9 guns, a large amount of ammunition, 16 pipe bombs, and unusual weapons like throwing stars.
There's a 9mm down the street.
They also found a criminal history relating to a custody battle with his ex-girlfriend.
We show in our system a relationship with a female about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, in which there were some bumps in the road, so to speak, in that relationship, in which he was arrested and then she was arrested.
The victim was taken to ECMC with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, his employer describes Dodge as kind and hardworking, saying he never missed a day, so when Dodge hadn't shown up for work on Monday, he knew to notify his father. Erica.
Thank you, Laura. Other big story today.